Hello, good evening, and welcome. You're watching Isolation, the lockdown improv show with me, Andrew Pugsley. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been quite a while, I have to say. It's been a number of weeks, for which Duncan and I apologise for not being here. But there's this pandemic on. I don't know if you've known about that. It makes things, difficult at the moment. But you have tuned in. We are here. It's a Friday night, and we are going to make up for you, as always, a brand new short film on the spot, all with the incredible musical accompaniment of Duncan Walsh-Atkins at the keys. Duncan is connected to us via the magic of the internet. Can you give us a little ethereal tinkle, Duncan, and check that you're there? Great, that was properly ethereal. Lovely. Duncan is there. And you are here as well. Remember that you can give us comments all the way through tonight's show. Those of you who are regular watchers will know this very well. But in case there's anyone new watching tonight, you can give us comments, suggestions, characters, ideas for the plot, musical styles for Duncan, anything you like. Put them in the comments feed as we go, and we will look at some of them. Probably. Who knows? If we're not too distracted not looking at them, we will definitely look at them and see what we can include in tonight's show. It is such a delight for me to have been doing the show over the last year and really connect up with people that are amazing all over the world. And I am once again connecting to the improv wonderland, the land of Canada, where all of the amazing improvisers live. I am super delighted to have as my guest Belinda Cornish. Hey Belinda, how are you doing?
I'm really good. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you.
Likewise. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. But Belinda, tell me, is there what really inspires you when it comes to improvising something? What kind of things set you on fire?
Many things. A good wig. Is often a good inspiration, and sometimes surprisingly ordinary things. I don't know the magic that can be found inside a teacup.
Excellent. I mean, that segues very nicely, I think, into some of the suggestions we have in the feed at the moment. Mm-hmm. Let's turn our attention to those. Because I noticed Sarah Jane Hall has said enchanted objects that actually do quite mundane things.
That's really wonderful. I love that. Just
what
imagining what they might do.
What have we got? What else do you see there, Belinda? What takes your fancy?
I liked an overnight sleeper train with an unknown destination. There's something sort of nice. That's mysterious and full of promise. Let's see. Who doesn't love mythical beings? Who doesn't love dragons, really?
Absolutely. And Bethany Weston says, 2 childhood friends that find themselves on the same 12-hour flight.
Oh, that's good.
And also a pair of glasses that allows you to see into the past of the place that you're looking at. And Laurie Davidson says, brilliant suggestions, Bethany, to which we have to agree.
Absolutely. Those are full of promise and fiery inspiration. They're every bit as good as a good wig, I have to say, those suggestions.
There we go. Is there anything, Belinda, that you think might make a nice title for this evening's show, bearing in mind some of those things that might inspire us during the show? What's a great title there?
I'm very slowly scrolling. I'm not actually 100 years old, but when it comes to cell phones, it's like I'm 100 years old. I should have on the end of my nose here. I sort of feel like the overnight sleeper train with an unknown destination might sort of be able to encompass a few rich things. There might be childhood friends who were upon this sleeper train. One of them might have a pair of glasses. No.
Okay,
what do you
fantastic.
think? Does that inspire
I think that's perfect.
You?
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Let's title this evening show. While I type that in, Belinda, I need you to fill for approximately 15 seconds.
15 seconds of fill from me. All right. I have a good wig here. Look.
There we go, and we're ready. That was a great 15-second fill.
You didn't even get to see my good wig. Maybe later.
Save it. You never know. We might see it during the show.
I forgotten it was even sitting beside me. Okay.
Amazing. Okay, we are ready. Duncan, would you be so kind as to start the overture for this evening's performance of Isolation, episode 29, An Overnight Sleeper Train with an Unknown Destination. No, it's surprisingly roomy, I have to say. Surprisingly roomy.
Good. So you're happy with the ticket? I did get you first class, but I know first class can still sometimes be a bit cramped. It's a bit of an illusion on a train, first class sometimes.
You know, I usually go for first class plus, my dear. First class plus.
I'm so sorry. I'll write that down for next time, sir.
No worries, no worries.
Plus.
It's all a learning experience, your employment with me, isn't it?
Well, it is, and I'm so glad you gave me this opportunity. I was very grateful, as you know, Mr. Masterson, and I just want to do the best I possibly can. So first class plus, I'll note that for next time. Can you tell me, is it a fold down bed, or is the bed just present in the room?
Do you think I would sleep on a bed that was not present, Mary?
Well, no, Mr. Masterson, forgive me.
How does one sleep upon a bed that isn't present? How does one engage with anything in this world that isn't present, Mary?
Well, Mr. Masterson, I mean, I don't mean to sound facetious, but I would suggest that perhaps one uses one's imagination. It's not an imaginary bed, is it, Mr. Masterson?
Yes. Good. You are funny, Mary. You are funny. That's one of the reasons I hired you.
Good. I'm glad you find me funny, Mr. Masterson. Not everybody always has. In fact, it's my sense of humor that's got me in trouble in the past, as you know.
Well, yes. I remember those days are behind us, are they not?
I hope so.
And we have no more surprise calls from any of your former business associates to arrive, do we?
No, Mr. Masterson, of course not. I've put all of that to rest now. It's all behind me. Mr. Masterson, I have something to tell you.
I'm all ears.
I wasn't able to get you on a train to Glasgow, Mr. Masterson.
I'm sorry, I don't follow. You weren't able to get me on a train to Glasgow? My business meeting is in Glasgow, Mary.
Yes, Mr. Masterson. But I'm afraid in order to leave my past fully behind me, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need your help. And that's where your train is taking you right now. To a different assignation. To an assignation that I need you to fulfill for me.
Mary, this is most irregular. I'm captive here. There's nothing I can do about it. I just have to follow whatever you've set up for me.
It's true, Mr. Masterson, and I hope you'll accept my sincerest apologies and the fact that I have arranged for you to have a full lobster dinner in the buffet car later. But Mr. Masterson, it isn't Glasgow you're going to.
Where is
somewhere
it?
I can't tell you. You'll know when you get there, which I suppose is a very obvious thing to say, because when you get there, you will know where you are.
A lurking past. A dark secret that haunts us still. an assignation with destination unknown, and I in a cabin all alone. A dark secret, the veil of ignorance in front of my eyes, the strangest enchantment, quite a surprise. And if there's anything that this life has taught me so far, it's that Mary, something special you are.
I am special, Mr. Masterson. I am very special, Mr. Masterson. And I very much hope that you can help me.
I just hope. Know or do it. All is prepared. Yes, all is prepared.
Yes. It will be ready. It's all right. It's all right. I know that you are keen.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous with these clandestine operations. It's my first time on the job as well.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Just stay calm. Breathe deeply. Use your yoga breath. Use your yoga breath. Into your stomach. Into your stomach.
Yep.
Then till your mid your ribs. Then your upper chest. Release upper chest, mid ribs, belly.
Ooh.
Okay? You better? You better? You're not going to shoot yourself in the foot again?
No, thank you, Agent 47. Just, I need a reminding. I'm okay. You're okay.
It's
clandestine
okay.
operations, no different to other work. It's all just pushing paper in the end.
It's true. It's like buy loaf bread, clandestine operation in afternoon, go home, have chips.
Yeah.
It's just think about it as part of list throughout day. Clandestine operation, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., 6 p.m., go home, watch news.
Yeah. So, Agent 47.
Yes, Agent 183.
It is all in place. Plan A is green.
Plan A is green.
Oh, which reminds me, sorry, we are green. I should change to green. Plan A is green.
Plan A is green. Plan B is amber in the event that we need to make Plan B go green.
Oh, I should be I'm not sure I can be amber and green at same time. But I can flip between the two, sort of. Does that work for you?
Okay. Look, this is Plan C is currently yellow.
Oh, okay. Can you tell difference between yellow and amber? It's quite subtle.
No, it's good. Okay. For now, we don't need to worry about Plan B, Plan C, or Plan D. For now, stick with Plan A, which is green.
Then the fish has taken the bait, and he is on the train.
The fish has the hook in the roof of his mouth and will soon be reeled in. If everything is in place, we can move.
But the fish does not know that the bait is a poison bait, and will not be as tasty as the fish had until now previously assumed.
Well, no, the fish does not know this. The fish does not know also that the fish has hook in mouth, which is odd because I feel if I had hook in mouth, I would be aware
Yeah,
of
right?
hook.
Yeah, because who puts a hook in their mouth and does not notice?
Do you know my grandmother? She once suggested this as cure for cold, but I think it did not work because my grandfather soon after he died. Now, whether this was because of hook in mouth or because of terrible cold, no one will ever know. But I doubt it as a cure for any kind of illness. Plan A. Let us be prepared with Plan A.
Plan A is green.
Going to be fine. Going to be fine. If we can just get through this one. If we can just get through this one. That'll be it. I'll be out. I'll be free and clear. Oh God, I hope he doesn't die. He's just such a nice man.
Belinda, Mary, are you there? Are you there, Mary?
Miston, yes. How are you? Did you enjoy your lobster dinner?
I have to say, I have not eaten a lobster quite as succulent as that in all the years I've been alive.
Good. They do serve quite good lobster on that train, as I recall. I mean, as I understand.
Yes, good. And I have to say, the view is quite surprising. We were in a tunnel for I have to say a good 3.5 hours.
Right. Yes. You were passing underneath the Ural Mountains.
Ah, yes. The Urals are not very close to Glasgow at all, are they?
I told you weren't going to Glasgow, Mr. Masterson.
No, I realised that. I just hadn't quite taken in quite the extent to which I'm not going to Glasgow. That's my meaning.
Look, Mr. Masterson, I think I need to be straight with you. I can't tell you everything, but do you remember? Do you remember what I told you about my past? About the short months just prior to when I came to work for you?
You were in quite a state, I seem to remember. You you wouldn't talk about East Europe at all. You had a strange aversion to samovars. You wouldn't eat borscht.
And I would thank you, please, not to mention samovars again.
My apologies. That was written into your contract of employment.
Yes, no mention of samovars, borscht, or blinis.
Mary, this trip has been very jolly for me so far, but I can't help noticing quite how nervous you are.
I like you, Mr. Masterson. I'll make no bones about that. I told you that when you interviewed me, and I'll be honest. At that time, I was lying to get the job. I was just being nice. I was lying to be popular. But the truth is, I do like you. In the past months, I've come to like and admire you very much. And I must be honest now. Honest as I've never been with anybody before. The truth is, this journey, this train journey that you're on right now, it's been in the works for a long time. It's been in the plan for you for a long time now. I've known about you
specifically.
For you, Mr. Masterson. I've known about you for many years. I've known you for many years.
You've been following me?
In a manner of speaking, Mr. Masterson.
Becoming increasingly unsettled.
I'm sorry about that. If you prefer to stay in blissful ignorance until you reach your destination, please let me know. You can enjoy your first-class carriage, more lobster, perhaps a steak, a good carbonara. I hear they do very fine pasta in the buffet car, and I won't tell you another word. You won't know anything until you get there. But I just felt that perhaps a little forewarned is a little forearmed, Mr. Masterson. Or if I may call you Jerry.
No one has called me Jerry in exactly 35 years, 3 months, and 2 days.
Bye, Jerry. Have fun at the beach, Jerry. Those were the last words I said to you, Jerry, that day.
No, it can't be you. No, no.
I'm afraid it is, Jerry. It's me, Mary Mickelson, from Dorchester Elementary School. I've changed a lot, I know.
You're 35 years older, for one thing.
Well, there's no need to be rude.
So am I.
There, I realized now that I was being a little sensitive about that. You didn't say I looked 35 years older. You'd merely stated the passage of time as a fact, and I recognize that my impetuous sensitiveness has been part of my problem all of these years. So, all right, yes, we're both 35 years older. I am, you are, and you'd think that grudges would pass.
Mary Mickelson, if I get off this train alive, you might wish that I didn't.
I haven't done anything to you, Jerry Masterson. It was you. It was you who did something to me all those years ago. You remember. You can't have forgotten what you did. And you know, it breaks my heart. You know what breaks my heart right now is that I've waited 35 years for this. I've harbored this grudge, this rage, this pain in my heart like a precious, poisoned orchid. And yet when I met you, you'd become a changed man. You'd become kinder. After all, you run a company that saves wildlife and orphans. Both
right.
Wildlife and orphans.
2 prongs to our business. Wildlife and orphans, each given equal attention. That is Masterson Recoveries PLC.
I know. And truth be told, I thought perhaps it was a front for something nefarious, something terrible, but no. You're just a philanthropist, Jerry Masterson. And it breaks my heart that you are, because I can't stop hating you. Look at what's coming to you, Jerry Masterson. And in one stroke, I will leave my past behind, my terrible Eastern European past behind, and destroy you.
I think we've said all that needs to be said for now. Mary Mickelson, if I come out of this alive, you will regret this. Okay, patching in Agent 47. I'm doing my breathing.
Good. Agent 163. The train will be arriving in precisely 5 minutes.
I am ready. I have got everything secure. I'm here in the action room, and I am ready to detonate the explosive on your mark, Agent 47.
Perfect. You must put him in box with explosive, and we have instruction to give him instructions on how to defuse explosive device.
Yes.
He has 5 minutes in which to de-explode the explosive device. But these are very what is English word for don't understand? Confusing instructions.
Yes.
So this will be like a form of torture we will give to this Jerry Masterson. We put him in box with explosive device and instructions on how to defuse explosive device, which he will not be able to do. How to de-explode it. He will be confused and frightened, and then he will die.
It is truly diabolical what the agency has come up with on this occasion.
Well, it will make amusing viewing for our high-paying clients. Good Lord.
Yes. Amusing viewing indeed. To think, all of this, we have been hired over a 35-year-old grudge, huh?
It's true. It is true. The power of the grudge is very, very mighty, and I have known people to go to greater lengths and spend greater expenditures of cash for grudges smaller than this. So I think this Mary Mickelson.
Yeah.
It's quite surprising that she told me her real name. To be honest.
Yeah. We pride ourselves on clandestine operations. She just vaults us up, tells us the whole thing. She just says, "I'm Mary Mickelson. I have big 35-year-old grudge."
What a story, eh? My God, poor kid, 10 years old, and there she was, in love with this boy, who does not feel same. I think perhaps because he is 10 years old himself. I don't know. It seems a little much to blame this young boy for his foolish non-requiting of her love. But perhaps there is more to this story than this. Perhaps there is her life. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we just have to follow the story as we're told. We just have to put into operation what we have been put into operation in order to operate, as I believe they say in English.
Yes. I believe that is what they say in English. It is a tragedy. It is a tragedy when somebody's pain is so rich and deep that they are driven to expensive clandestine murder.
It's a funny life, is it not? Being a
I find
clandestine
it
operative.
is the things we see. They make me laugh daily.
Things we do.
I am laughing. We do.
The things we see. The things we do. For money. For cold hard cash. The things we do. The people we kill. The bodies we hear in the river splash. And the games we play with people's lives. All for our bank accounts. The clandestine actions against the law we do without a moment of doubt. Ain't it funny being an operative? Ain't it funny, this clandestine life? Ain't it funny being an operative? Oh, what a curious life.
It's never boring, Agent 163. It's never boring at all.
I was wondering when all of this is over, maybe you'd like to, check out the action room and, we could put on the samovar for a drink.
I've always wanted to see the inside of the action room. What happens in the action room, Agent 163? No one has ever let me go in there. I am a paper pusher. I sit here at my desk. I don't see action, Agent 163.
Technically, that is above your clearance, but why don't you drop by? Maybe, the train will be here any second. You could push the button.
You'd let me push the button?
Come on over and see. It stopped. Yes, we're definitely at a station. Good. Good. Locking door and holding up. Got some protection. Rusty service knife. Nobody better dare try anything. Mary, yes. Connected.
Are you there? Have you, Jerry?
I'm here. Whatever you've got planned, don't worry, I'm armed.
I see you have a very small knife.
I have a very small but very sharp knife. It folds out, but you've got to sort of press the button, and then also it's a pair of pliers. So if that's something I need to deal with, then I'm prepared for that too.
Right. Somebody actually should have taken that off you at security before you got on the train. Obviously, it's a bit lax, but you have it, I guess. So I'm afraid it's not going to do you very much good, though.
No?
My former,
Are you sure about that? Have you seen the screwdriver attachment? I can't get the bit out, but yeah, look. See?
Is it a Phillips head or a Robertson head?
Well, I've got sort of both. Is that what's a Robertson? Is that the flat one?
No, that's a flat head. A Robertson is the square one. It's the best kind. It's the best kind. The Robertson is like the best kind of script.
You don't have the square.
It's the best. You don't have the square one. Look, anyway, it's not going to do you very much good. Even your screwdriver component of your handyman handy foldy man. It's not going to help you. Not in the situation you're in, Jerry. My friends will be there soon for you.
Everything's being slid under the door. What is this? It's I can hardly. A mess of wires and what is this?
There should be some instructions with it, Jerry.
Oh,
Look at the instructions.
Oh, yes. Well, where did? This says this is a bomb.
Yes, Jerry. A bomb that's going to go off in 5 minutes, unless you can de-explode it. Those are the instructions to de-explode that bomb, Jerry.
Instructions for de-exploding.
Do you think you can follow them? Do you think your philanthropic experience is going to allow you to de-explode that bomb in time before it explodes you?
So very confusing, Mary.
I'm sorry. You're just getting a tiny, tiny taste of how I felt 35 years ago.
Mary,
35 years ago on Brighton Pier, when you stole my ice cream and pushed me down.
We were 10 years
My
old,
life
Mary.
ended. So were you, Jerry. So were you. My life ended that way, Jerry, in a very metaphorical way. I changed. I became something else. I became harder. I became crueler in response to what you did to me. All my hopes lay in that moment, Jerry. When I bought each of us an ice cream on Brighton Pier, and you took both and pushed me down. From that moment on, my life was a sequence of missteps and mishaps. That's right, from the age of 10 years old, a series of missteps and mishaps that led me almost directly into the arms of the Russian mafia. I was trapped there for years, working for them for years of horror, and all because of you. All because you took my ice cream and you pushed me down.
Oh. Time is ticking down, Mary. It's beginning to smoke. Oh, beginning to smoke very, very profusely. Mary, please, I don't deserve this. We were 10 years old.
Why did you do it, Jerry? Tell me why you did it. Why did you take my ice cream and push me down?
I don't remember it like you do. I don't think it happened like that at all. Yes, I can remember it now. I can almost remember it right now. Way back. Way back way. Yes. Oh.
Jerry! Jerry!
Hey, Mary!
Hi, Jerry! I thought I'd see you here. I got 99p from Mummy.
Wow.
So I can get a flake. And I found another 99p so I can get 2. I bought you a 99 flake, Jerry.
Oh, Mary, I think I'd like to marry somebody like you one day.
You want to marry someone like me?
Well, yeah, of course. Sorry, I shouldn't have been quite so forward.
Well, that's okay. When you say someone like me, I don't know what you mean.
Oh. Mary?
Yes?
Have you ever had a moment where, even though you're only 10, your whole life expands in front of you, and you feel like I don't know, you just feel like everything's right and everything's what it's meant to be?
I think so, Jerry. I think I know exactly what you mean. I feel like I can see my life unrolling in front of me like a beautiful carpet.
And is it a happy life?
It's a very happy life, Jerry. It's a very happy life where... Yes?
No, please.
Where you and I, we eat our ice creams, and we walk along the pier, watch the seagulls out on the channel, and the sun sets slowly. And as it does, we know that the future is going to be filled with days like this.
I think I'm too young to fully understand these feelings. They make me feel a bit nervous. They make me feel a bit like I'm out of control. They make me feel a bit like I don't want this. I don't understand. Give me your ice cream.
What?
And yeah, take that. Mary. Like I was just in the middle of something far bigger than I could understand, Mary. Like I just couldn't. I was 10, Mary, and now it's almost time for me, well, not to be here at all.
I've imagined this moment so many times since that day. This moment.
The reason
This is exactly... Yes.
There's a reason I hired you, you know. You appeared that day, pretending to be a younger, inexperienced PA. Because you look like her. You even had the same name. Because I'd never forgotten that day when I pushed her over and ended the life I could have had because it was all too soon and too much.
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying to be popular. You're lying, Jerry. You're lying for your life.
Too late, Mary. There's nothing to lie about anymore. These are my final words, then. Let them come from the heart. I don't need these instructions on de-exploding. I go out telling you. Pushing you over was the worst mistake I ever made. I loved you when I was 10. Didn't know it, and I've loved you every day. And when I explode into 1,000 pieces, line the walls, this first class, not first class plus carriage, and this train stuck in the middle of I don't know where, I will still love you.
How sharp is that sharp little knife of yours, Jerry?
You think I should end it now, before I'm exploded?
No! Just cut the yellow wire! Just cut the goddamn yellow wire.
Ready?
Cut it now! Cut it now while there's still time. Just cut it now.
This better not be a trick.
Can you find it?
Let me, yellow wire, yellow wire, it's getting...
It should be underneath the flap. Find the flap, use the screwdriver, the flathead screwdriver to lift the little flap, and then find the yellow wire.
Screwdriver, yes. Ow, oh, ow, ow, ow. Ow, that really did, I really cut myself. Ow. Ow. That is genuinely quite sore. There's so much time. It's just a little nick, but it really hurts. I think. Wait. Yes.
Did you find it?
I've.
Have you done it, Jerry? I can't see you through the smoke. Have you done it?
Why? I think I have.
There you are.
Finger's really bleeding.
God, I'm really sorry.
No,
Jerry.
I'll wear this cut with pride.
Jerry. I spent 35 years hating a 10-year-old boy who didn't understand the enormity of love. I've spent 35 years imagining watching you explode in a box. And I realized that not only was I terribly, terribly wrong, but I'm also not ready to live in a world that doesn't have you in it.
I love you, Mary.
That's all I ever wanted you to say, Jerry. I love you, Jerry Masterson.
And I love you, Mary Nicholson. I hope this train can reverse its direction. Sounds like there are still people outside, Mary. If I'm going to get back to you, then maybe they need to be dealt with.
It's all right. I'll contact them. I'll call them off. Don't worry. I can deal with them.
You're sure?
I'm sure. It's the last thing I have to do. If I'm ever to earn your forgiveness, Jerry, for my 35 years of hatred to blow you up in a box, dealing with these agents be the very first step towards that. Go, Jerry.
You want to say goodbye to your old life? Yes, I patched myself into this call. We had a plan. The plan was green. But you will notice now I have moved to a red state because plan A is no longer green. Huh? You understand, Mary? Huh?
I do, Agent 163. I know that we had a plan. I know. There has to be another solution. What do you want? What can I give you instead of the life of this man?
I mean, money is good.
All right. I don't have...
Well, that can't be at all. No, sorry, you were about to respond.
I was going to say I don't have very much money. I just started working at this new PA job, which frankly I did mostly in order to get revenge on Masterson. But so I don't have a lot of savings. But
Mary, anything I have is yours. Anything you want, just say the word. If they need paying off, I'll pay them off.
What is it you want, Agent 163? What is it you want from us? I know
Well,
your type. It's not just money. It's never just money.
No, I will take the money, of course, so thank you for so willingly offering it. I can't help noticing that you had quite the emotionally beautiful moment just now. And I have found that sometimes when I'm talking to a certain somebody, I find myself getting so anxious, and I try and concentrate on my breathing, and she tells me about the yoga breathing, but it just gets too much. And it's not about the clandestine activities, because that I'm done those all my life. It's a problem. It's how do I talk to her?
I think just it's a terrible cliche, really, but cliches are cliches because they're true. I think you just tell her how you feel. I think forget the clandestine activities. I think ask her what she likes. I think tell her you like her hair, if you like her hair.
Oh, I do like her hair, yes.
Then tell her you like her. Ask her out for a coffee or perhaps even some borscht. That's right. I feel all right about that word now.
Well then, touching in Agent 47. Agent 47.
What? Oh, I'm so. Hello, Agent 163. Is the man blown up in the box yet?
No, he is not. And I know you are not expecting a call from the action room right now. But I just have to say, in front of Mary Mickelson, and in front of the man who we were meant to blow up, and in front of you, that I am not clandestine anymore. No, I will shine the light of love to you. And I don't want to hide like a deep underground spy. Yes, I just want to do what I know we can do. And you, Agent 47, you and I could be in heaven. And I've waited so long to say these words. And so, if you agree, maybe you can come with me. And we'll give up our clandestine life and fly away like the bird. Oh, that was touching.
Agent 163. I don't know what to say. I have literally never felt happier in my life. The joy that I am experiencing is like flames.
Yes, I can see it spread across your face, the unbridled bliss.
I am very happy, Agent 163. I will down this office and come immediately to the action room. Will you let me in? Will you let me into the action room?
Yes, come into the action room. Let us act together.
Yes, Agent 163. A life of bliss awaits us.
Oh, yes. Wow. I did not expect that, Mary.
I didn't either. Jerry, listen. Jerry, listen. You must take your opportunity right now. You must get back on that train. You must get back on that train and get out of there while they're actioning in the action room. Get on that train and ride it right back to me.
I shall, Mary. I shall ride overnight. For this is a train to... Well, I know exactly where.
It's a train directly to my heart, Jerry Masterson.
We've come so far.
Come so far.
We were in the dark.
In the dark.
And now there is a railroad leading you nowhere.
Directly to my heart.
The past is the past. Let us leave it behind. Because there's love and there's beauty at the end of the line. And maybe this is where our new life starts. On this train that leads directly to your heart. And there we go. That is our story tonight. Lovely, beautiful work there, Belinda. Have to say, I've really rather badly cut myself.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Not your fault at all. Very much my fault. When I was waving around my little knife, I did too much acting with my knife.
Oh, shoot. That's a classic improv injury, acting too hard and really hurting yourself. Oh God.
I mean, it's a plot. All I had is a face mask in my pocket. So, they're very good at a number of things, including stemming improv-related catastrophes.
Oh God. You don't need a stitch or something, do you?
No. I'm exaggerating for comic effect. It hurts, but it's just a plaster job.
Also, you know what? Hand wounds, like lip wounds, they bleed really badly. It's quite dramatic often. So.
Absolutely. But aside from me injuring myself, thank you so much, Belinda. What a beautiful story.
Thank you so much. That was so much fun. That was such a pleasure. It really was a delight.
Absolute delight. Let's bring Duncan on screen again. Duncan, if you unmute in Skype, can we hear you there? Beautiful. Beautiful music as always, Duncan. I saw a number of comments congratulating you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks everyone. And fantastic work, Belinda. Brilliant.
Oh, that was really fun. Thank you for your incredible musical support.
Thank you.
I had some children in the background there too. Lovely. I think, I'm so glad they. I thought at one point that there might be death at the end of it, but I'm glad we found our way through to a happy end.
Yeah. I know. Peril that leads to happiness is always kind of the best happy ending, I find. No.
We had a couple. I think one of the last isolation performances we did with before we had a little break was with Matt Selden, and that had an incredibly bleak ending where I burned to death in a house fire. So I'm glad we had a happy ending tonight.
Me too.
Thank you so much to Duncan. Thank you so much to Belinda, and of course, thank you to you for watching. As always, so wonderful to see a band of you there giving your comments all the way through the show, and it's been such a delight, as always, to have a diverting thing to do of an evening and carry on creating some improv stories in these times of lockdown. As always, if you've enjoyed the show, then there's some information in the feed on how to become a patron on Patreon, and also if you might have thrown a couple of theatre PayPal link and do this too. We won't be doing an isolation next week, but those of you who follow Showstopper, the improvised musical, if you're watching the show, you probably know what that is. We will be doing our alternative Eurovision Song Contest, streamed live next Saturday. A lot of Duncan's amazing music will be in the show. I'll be hosting it along with Pippa Evans. A full-on Eurovision camp extravaganza that I have a week left to finish editing all kinds of graphics for. So wish me luck and tune in next Saturday for that. Any final words before we go from Duncan Walsh-Atkins?
Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Final words from Belinda.
Thank you so much. This was such a joy, such a delight to play with you folks. And thanks everyone for watching. Support these guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Duncan. Thanks, Belinda. Thank you for watching. We'll let you know when the next time an isolation is on, but tune into Eurovision next week. Thank you so much, everyone, and good night.